Hello, everyone. Thank you for being with us today. I am Sylvia Zepeda-Eckley, your host here at Daughter of Hope. You can contact me on any platform, Daughter of Hope, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, Snapchat, and YouTube. So I'm really excited about tonight's speaking guest. There is dual speakers tonight, and I'm really excited because these women have gone through transformation and have blossomed into business owners, and they help other women and parents build business. So I'm really excited to learn from them tonight. So let me join the laptop and little team. Hi, ladies. How are you?
Hi. Hey, we are good. How are you doing?
I'm good. I'm really excited to hear from you guys and to learn and just to know more about you women and your guys' company, your business. Ariel and Tianna, can you tell us a little bit about yourself?
Yeah, do you want to go first?
Sure. So we're both from Southern Indiana. We met about 5 years ago. I'm from here. She's from a town a little bit south of here, really basically the same county. But I moved back about 5 years ago with my husband, and we met at a church workout group for moms, and it kind of just went from there. She was like, hey, what do you do for a living? And I told her, and then we just kind of became friends, and it just kind of blossomed from there. Yeah.
Oh, that's awesome.
And then I'm Tianna. Like she said, we are from very small towns in Indiana. I am a recently a single mom, and I have 3 kids, almost 7, 4, and 2. And I previously was a virtual assistant, and then we started our business. So I do own my own business, virtual assistant business, and then we have multiple littles together.
Yeah, and I'm a mom of 4.
Yeah.
My husband and I live here in Bedford, and I have a 7-year-old, a 5-year-old, almost 1 year old. So, and all of our kids are best friends. So it's basically like we have 8 kids.
Yeah.
Between the 2 of us.
Yes.
I love that you guys met at a church workout.
Yeah,
that's really
we don't even work out.
The church part is telling, but the working out part is not telling.
Well, it's meant to be.
Yes, exactly.
So I seen you ladies on TikTok, and I seen your guys' testimony, and I seen that you guys were doing this thriving business that helps other parents, help not just parents, but people who want to work from their laptops.
Mm-hmm.
Can you share a little bit about your guys' back end story?
Yeah, so I started as a virtual assistant about 8 years ago. And then from there started working with clients directly, and then had moms that were just oh, I see you work from home, with your son. That's awesome. How do you do that? And so of course I was oh yeah, you should do it too. Here's how I got started. And then Tianna was one of those moms, and we became friends. And I mean, she immediately just took the information I gave her and went with it and built this career for herself. And then you were a VA for a while, and then we both were we get moms asking us this all the time, so why not just create this coaching company?
And it was in the midst of COVID, so we had talked about this for years, after we became friends, and I was a VA, she was a VA, and we live in a small town, so everyone's always asking us, well, what do you guys do? Because you guys are home. And so we get to tell them, and it's a whole new world where we're from.
Yeah.
And so COVID hit, and we got to see we were blessed enough to be able to there was really no change in our routines besides our kids were home. We were able to teach them and still work, still have our income. Nothing ever changed for us. If anything, my career, I was busier with my businesses because a lot of companies were needing extra hands. And so we got to see a lot of people posting on social media that they're having to choose their career over homeschooling their kid or being home with their kids. And so I called her one day, and I was we literally
got to do this.
We got to do this. And I kept telling her I feel like God's telling us to telling me to do something. And it's something we had talked about for years.
And she really did. She was no, God's telling me. And I was just okay, yeah, let's do it. It was a couple of weeks, and she was no, Ariel, God is telling me to
we're
do
doing
this.
it. Yeah. And so we did it. We built, so in the midst of COVID, we started a Facebook group for moms called Life in Littles.
It created 2,000 in 1 week.
In 1 week we hit 2,000, which was amazing, and we were like, okay, God is telling us to do this. And so we did that, and then we built our entire course within a month.
Less than a month,
which is amazing. And I mean, it's filled with so much information. Launched it, and it's just taken off from there. So we know, like, we love just being able to help moms, especially to be able to be home with their kids, especially in 2020 with all the things that, you know, people having to choose, you know, their careers, homeschool their kids, send their kids back to school. So now there's options, and we want people to know there's options.
Yes,
yeah. I love that you mentioned that God told you to get this ball rolling. Have you done ministry before? Did you guys do effective women's ministry or anything like that?
I started a mom group at our local church. What's it called? I'm like, girl, it's called.
I don't remember.
Mom Tribe.
Yeah, that's right.
Mom Tribe.
Forget. It was called Mom Tribe, and it was like I would say I did it for a season.
Mm-hmm.
I planned it. It was once a week for a good, I want to say 3 months. Once a week for 3 months, and this was before COVID, like a little bit before COVID hit. And so we met. I would have a different speaker there. Like I had a pediatrician come and talk to the moms, an author of a children's book. So I planned it. Like I had different things set up. We had coffee and donuts and fruit and little things like that. And so like it has been something like I did a little bit with, but not a whole lot.
But she's always had like the heart to do something like that in our community specifically, to like have that there for moms. I'm much more behind the scenes. Like, what do you need me to do to support you in that?
Well, your dad is.
My dad's a pastor, so I grew up as like a pastor's kid, and I've seen all of that.
So you've been around it all.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I wasn't. I was never around that. I did not grow up with like a Christian background at all. I did not grow up in church or anything like that. So it was all new to me as an adult.
Yeah. That's so crazy that you guys said that part, because I was recently talking with some friends, and they were saying like so often women, you know, they're so busy being the helpmates. They're so busy getting the house together, you know, doing for the kids and doing the tasks that are needed to help support the home and their life. And then they forget about the opportunity to do business, the opportunity to live out those, you know, goals that they have, you know, and then they just kind of get in the shuffle of just doing. And you guys have made this opportunity for women to really express what's on their hearts in a safe place. Mm-hmm. How do you guys do that? How do you guys keep these ladies on task, or these gentlemen, your clients? How do you keep them on task with their everyday life? Is there a certain scripture that you guys stick to, or do you guys do like a together prayer maybe, or just check in with each other, and you guys are each other's accountability? What does that look like?
So our business Laptop and Littles is not like, it's not specifically like outwardly Christian. We're not saying like we are a Christian company. Mm-hmm. In a lot of our marketing, we do say like, we do pray over like our program members. Yes, so hopefully that's okay with you guys. It's very much like, you know, a secular woman could join and not feel like you have to be a Christian. So we preach a lot of like mindset, a lot of affirmation,
positivity.
We like use our own kind of habits that we do and kind of use that as an example. So like our hope is that women can kind of take that and say like, maybe there is something that got them to where they are that like I don't necessarily have in my life that, you know, they are introducing me to. That's kind of like an underlying hope. But overall, the mission is to just open the eyes of women to like know if you want to do more, those options are out there, specifically for moms who feel like they are being forced to stay at home because their jobs don't allow them to work with the COVID like situation, or because their husbands don't let them, or however that might be, that like there are options out there. So we have a private Facebook group within our program. And then we meet with them once a week live on Zoom. And basically like we just kind of like encourage them and like pour into them during that time.
I love that you said that it's not triggered towards that your niche is not Christians.
Mm-hmm.
No.
And I think that's so important. And the same thing with Daughter of Hope. This platform is not just for Christians. You know, this platform is for everyone and anyone who comes along these videos and whose souls, you know, hear what's being spoken. That's what this is about. And I know that there are tons of ladies and dads who are staying at home because the kids, staying at home because the other spouse probably makes more money, and it's easier to sacrifice one so that the kids are, you know, in routine. And you ladies have built this platform that literally supports the everyday family, no matter what it looks like. Yeah. So tell me a little bit about, I know that you guys just launched a group recently, right? You guys just had some new intakes or something. I'm not sure if I'm saying that right.
Yeah. So we started like in June. We started the whole thing in June. It's just kind of like been on a roll since then. So we're like getting close to like 100 students. So we're trying to kind of cap it so that we can like focus on those students, like making sure they're happy, they have everything they need, and focusing on like kind of restructuring the like our offer a little bit. So we're kind of taking a minute to step back and just I guess reflect and like kind of take inventory of where we're at there.
Yeah. So people ask us like, why are you seeing 100 students? And that's because for us that's a good number, and that's a place for us to focus on. We want each of our students to be happy, and if they only want 3 hours a week with clients or they want full-time income, we just want them to be in their happy place. So whatever their happy place looks like, we like to, like, on our coaching calls, we like to get them there. And sometimes we have coaching calls where all we're doing is talk about like changing their mindset, or sometimes we have coaching calls where all they're doing is talking about what's in our course. So whatever our ladies are like struggling with that week, or that's what we really try to focus on each time, which a lot of the time is mindset and confidence.
Yeah.
So
yeah, that first step, that I'm gonna do it. So what if there's someone watching right now and they're in between, you know, staying home and making sure that everything is being taken care of there, as stressful as that may seem if you're watching, or if it is not stressful for you, but you feel like you want to go out and build something for yourself. You feel like there is land for you to take over. How will you ladies encourage them tonight to tell them, you know, come on, like, you can do this?
So we tell our ladies, the ones that follow us and the ones that are in our program, like, you already have the skills that it takes to do what you want to do. You just have to kind of believe in those skills, and then maybe equip yourself with the tools to display those to, you know, the clients out there or whatever that you're trying to attract. And in our program, like, we teach our women how to do that, because sometimes it takes just that, like, I don't know, that hand holding to get to there, especially as women. And we feel like, you know, between the two of us, we have the personality to kind of get those women there. But even if you're not interested in like virtual assistant work, there's so many opportunities out there to work virtually with like legit opportunities where you're, you know, on payroll or you're invoicing them monthly, and you have the skills already to do that. There's so many opportunities, especially right now with like everything that's happened, and there's so many more online businesses. There were before, but now there's like way more. So there's so many opportunities out there to provide support to those people. And most likely you already have the skills to do that. And we actually have like a masterclass where we kind of talk about that and like how you can use those skills right now. So whenever we started, we didn't have any of this like support, any of this coaching. So we know there's like a happy medium between like being able to join a coaching program and make that investment, and then also just like feel it out and see if it's like for you. So that's why we created like a free masterclass for women to just kind of like join and see if like, is it something I actually want to do? And if so, like maybe I'll take those first steps myself. So that's kind of where.
Yeah. So we encourage ladies either way. Like, if, you know, do you want to, like, they can do it with our help or they can do it on their own. But some piece of advice I would say is, if someone's struggling with something, if they don't know if they're going to do it or not, I would say do this little exercise where you close your eyes and picture yourself where you want to be in a year. whatever that looks like, everyone's just gonna look different. And then how like, what do you need to do to get there? Write down those steps, like whatever that is for you. Picture that in your head where you want to be in a year, and then write those steps down, and then write when you want to get there. Do you want to get there in 5 years realistically, or can you really do some things to get there sooner? And I would say once you do that, like you have your like how you want to get there, when you want to get there, and why do you want to get there down, and then just go for it, because sometimes that's all you need to do is just do it.
Otherwise, you have it written down and you're just like,
Looking at
okay.
it.
I gotta watch my kids. I can't do anything else. So
Yeah.
it keeps yourself accountable.
Yeah. So I do life coaching and I'm with ICF. And when I found you two ladies, I was like, that is amazing that you two have lived your separate lives, journeyed to this place where God brought you together, took you from your guys' point A, and now you guys are together empowering other women. And it's like discipleship, but you guys are doing it on a spectrum that everyone is welcome, and it's not under a bracket or a title.
Mm-hmm.
And it's for the blessings of families. It's for, their babies too.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So I think those steps are really important. I love that you guys acknowledge, like, hey, we get it. Maybe the first step is just thinking about it and then writing it down.
Yeah. So last night I was rocking one of my youngest to sleep. And I thought to myself, like, I love that because I have 3 girls, my 3 youngest are girls, that I love that they get to grow up watching me work and also be home with them. And even if they don't understand it right now, like down the road they will. And just knowing that they don't have to choose, like whenever they get faced with, okay, I want to be a mom, but I want to have a career, like knowing that they won't have to choose. I love that, like, if anything, I'm providing them that, even if it's not anything else like that. That makes me happy to know that.
Yeah, that's really exciting. Well, I know that I'm going to be putting together something here in San Diego once quarantine lifts, so maybe 2021 for sure. And I would love to invite you girls out. We'll get all that logistic stuff, and I want to do like a kind of venue situation where we have other women, and if gentlemen are interested, they're more than welcome, but other women come together who need this kind of foundation and this support. So definitely I want to connect with you guys. Can you tell us where we can connect with you outside of tonight's live?
Sure. So a few different ways. You can find us on laptopandlittles.com. That's our website. You can also email us at laptopandlittles@gmail.com. And then we're also on Facebook at Laptop and Littles, or we have our mom group, which is Life and Littles. Mm-hmm. So there's like a few different ways to find us. So
we have our Instagram, which is Laptop and Littles too. So pretty basic. Just type
if you Google Laptop and Littles, you should be able to find us. But yeah.
Awesome. Are you guys going to be starting a YouTube channel at all?
Fingers crossed.
It's in the works.
Yeah.
Okay. That's good information. Okay. Well, I want to thank you ladies for being on with us tonight. I appreciate you ladies. I'm going to go over to your Facebook and I'm going to make sure that I'm going to drop all of that information in the comment bar section. So if you want to check in with these girls, check in with them. And like they said, they have some groups going right now. They have some coaching offers going on right now. They have some master classes going on. They have a mom's group. If you're a mom and you don't know where to start, connect with them. You're in good hands. They have a good foundation. Each of them, they just told us they both have a good foundation. And they're going to treat you with patience. They're going to treat you with positivity, and they're going to speak life into you. And I think that's what moms need right now, especially during COVID, especially during this time. I love what you ladies are doing. Thank you so much for being here with me. Is there anything else that you would like to share?
Thanks so much for having us.
Yeah, thank you so much.
Thank you. Thank you for being here with me. I will connect with you ladies about 2021 once COVID lifts.
That's exciting because I've never flown before, and we keep saying we need a trip.
Yeah. So automatically, as you girls are speaking, I'm thinking of another coach who's saying that she wants to get a lot of coaches together and kind of do something big. So there's so much. There's so much. I can't share it right now.
Well, I'm excited because we
Yeah.
have been saying that we want to do like some kind of big event due to obviously COVID hit. So
Yeah, and it's sunny here. So stay tuned,
Oh.
everyone. Today is September 22nd, 2020. We are going to get together in 2021. So don't miss this opportunity. Stay tuned. Stay plugged in with Laptop and Littles. You can follow me at Daughter of Hope, and you will have the information for the conference or for whatever it is that God's going to put together. But it's going to be so good, and I know it. I know it. I know it. I know it.
Love it. Speak it. We'll be there.
Yeah. Speak it. We're claiming it. We're claiming it. All right, girls. Thank you so much. Bye, everyone.